Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode 273 of the 8-Bit Geek. If you're new around here, we just want to let you know we're a family-friendly show that you can definitely let your children listen to. We provide nothing but facts. We listen and respect everyone's opinion. And most of all, we don't swear. It's important to us that we provide a positive message while proving that you don't have to resort to a dick joke to get a laugh. I'm Jeremy, and with me today are two men whose dicks make me...
I'm sorry?
keep reading, motherfucker.
You motherfucker.
What happened?
You trying to do a switcheroo. You knew I'd try to read off the page.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Oh, I changed his intro because I knew he fucking.
Well, we already broke rule number 1.
No, keep reading, motherfucker. Oh, God.
Ratty, thank you for the 6-month sub, bro. Oh, shit.
I'm crying.
Oh, God.
I'm Jeremy, and with me today are two men whose dicks are always a joke.
I'm sorry? Doesn't say that.
Yeah, read it like it's written.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, nope.
There, it's fixed.
Damn it, I can't control
God,
Z.
Good. Oh, that was good.
I'm Jeremy, and with me today are two men whose make my dick look like a joke.
Doug.
Kevin! Hi.
Oh, yeah, I knew it. I saw that and I was like, motherfucker. And I changed it because I knew you wouldn't look before the show started and I knew you would read it.
Oh, man, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for that. That's definitely a good way to change it up.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Well, if you like that, you're going to love everything else on this show. Hey, question. Do you think that you could go an entire show without swearing once?
Nope.
Yes.
Kev instantly yes.
I worked 15 years of retail. I had to get used to not swearing. Although my last 2 years of retail, I worked in a fucking urban-ass area. So I could swear at that store, and it was fine.
Nobody made a big deal about it.
Yeah, nobody made it. Well, it was, if I didn't swear, I would have seemed really weird in that neighborhood.
So you're saying you wouldn't fit in?
Yes, I was
you
saying
feel
I
like
wouldn't
you
fit
had
in.
to change yourself to fit in.
I mean, I didn't. I had to.
So what you're saying is you couldn't be yourself, Kev.
No, I was actually more of myself. I love the word motherfucker, and I say that as much as I can. So being able to say that at work, I thought that was a benefit. I took a pay cut to go there.
Fair enough.
Just
Well,
to
if you
say
like
the word motherfucker.
If you like these stories, if you like the fun that we just had in the intro, and you're not subscribed to us yet, you can do that with Audio Boom. They are our sponsor. We love them forever and ever because they provide our bandwidth for us to reach you people out there on the internets. Now, if you don't want to go over to Audio Boom, that's cool. You can still hit us up on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio. Of course, you can follow us on social media at the 8-Bit Geek. And of course, we record live on Twitch when Doug's internet is working. Every Monday night.
Hey, that's today.
It hasn't happened too often, so I can't really get on to him about that.
Not what I'm telling people.
Of course not.
Well, if you knew how to fucking stream, Kev.
I do.
No, you
I don't do it
No,
very
don't.
often, but I do.
No.
Oh man, that didn't go long enough. I have a spare. I have a thing of popcorn down here that I keep every episode to see when you two are about to get into it.
Go on.
I was about to reach for it, but I didn't need it this week. I guess still. Oh, there's still an hour to go. So
Yeah,
Doug's my
really.
bae.
if you can't make it to a live show on a Monday night and you listen to it in the car and you're stuck at work and you're like, fuck, man, I'm real bored right now. You know what you can do? You can jump over to Discord and say hi to us. Now you may be asking, well, Jeremy, I can't download an application because my IT department says no, and that's fine. You could go on the website and use Discord in the cloud. How about that? So there's definitely different ways for you to connect with us on Discord. You could do it through the phone, like I said, the cloud and the desktop app. And we have a great community filled with a lot of people who share a lot of positivity, really pushing that positive message out there and saying hi to you. Not really any bad eggs out there,
Yeah,
no
one in the chat being super negative all the time.
That's right.
No one at all.
Positivity. Anyways, you connect there with us and say hi, and it's going to be a lot of fun. While you're in that community, we've established something called community events as well, and we've run this for 2 weeks now. I think about 2 weeks we've had this going, and it's been great. But now we have an events page on the website. So if you don't want to hop over to Discord and you want to see what we're playing, you can actually go to the website. There's an events tab at the top, and you can click that and see what we're playing. Or if you are a part of the community and you're like, oh man, there's too much stuff to read in this community events tab on Discord. I just want to see something nice and clean. Well, you can go there too. It's all there.
Yes.
And so we want to send you there in case you need it. And we want to thank, of course, Blakey for putting in all the hard work for the community events. He's hosting it all. He's putting it together. He's running them. He's there for you. And I think that we're going to try our best to be at this Rocket League tournament. We're having a Rocket League tournament on the 30th of this month, which would be Saturday. And if you win it, it's a 1v1. And right now you could get it on sale with the Steam Summer Sale. Even on PS4, I think it's on sale, but it's like $10 or some shit like that. You can pick it up, play. You have a chance to win. The grand prize is a $50 Amazon gift card. And then also, we're going to be giving away some game keys for the runners-up as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. You should join in. Even if you're a part of the 8-Bit community, as far as the hosts, you're still eligible to win. So if you win the grand prize, you can win. Kev, you can win a $50 Amazon gift card.
No, because I'm terrible at Rocket League. Yeah. But thank you, though, for the optimism.
This Thursday, there's a Left 4 Dead community event happening also. And Left 4 Dead is also on sale right now. Left 4 Dead 2, I think I saw it for $1.99 on Steam right now during this.
Worth it.
If you don't already have it, it's definitely worth picking up for... it's a fun game, even though it's it's a little dated, but it's fun. But they've modded the fuck out of it on Steam, so there's a lot of fun skins that you can get for the characters. So you can have like a horde of stormtroopers come running at you instead of zombies. Yep. There's sound effects. You can use it's great.
Yeah, I was gonna say the sound effect of the blaster pistol changes to like that in Star Wars.
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
All kinds of good stuff.
I think they even have. Do they have swords in that game?
No, there's melee weapons, so I'm sure someone's replaced the sword.
So somebody's modded it to a lightsaber.
I had one where I had it modded to where when someone's helping another person up or healing them, they start playing Marvin Gaye's "Sexual Healing." So you're like they're rubbing them down. All your sexual healing.
Yeah, so it's fun just for that alone. So go check it out. Yeah, Blakey says it's $2. So go.
So there's your chance
and join us Thursday night at I believe it's 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific.
Well, let me just visit the events tab on the website.
Also, for our good old UK fans, we're actually doing a community event just for you guys that'll be earlier in the day too. I believe that'll be the Friday, right? Or is this Thursday? No, it's Thursday.
It'll be Thursday.
Yeah, it'll be Thursday as well, which will be at 5:30 Greenwich. Was it Greenwich Master Time or something like that? GMT.
Or
some shit. I don't remember what it's for.
Either way, for you UK folks or you folks out there, 5:30, and you play some Left 4 Dead with hopefully some people. Maybe even Jared will be. Jared, do you work Thursday?
Yeah, I do. So I won't.
I was gonna say that'd be awesome.
That would be like 11 a.m.
That's why I asked if he was working.
Gotcha.
He'll be awake. The man wakes up at like 4 a.m. every day.
I do. I gotta get my calisthenics in. So. In silence. We have other shows on the network that you can check out. There's 8-Bit Saga, Divas Drop Kicks and Dives, and Brainberry Tarts. All wonderful options if you want some variety
Baby,
in
I know
your
you
life.
throwing nickels at me, but you would
Speaking of
die.
variety, let me tell you what you can do with your money. Let me tell you how you can diversify your funds. Okay, if you invest into 8-Bit Geek today,
It's about
you're going to
time
get
that you follow,
so
because if not,
many
brother, you
rewards.
would have been
You're going to
dead.
get just a mountain now of interest back to you. Now, it's not like, I mean, it's not money. You're not going to get money, but you're going to get content. And it's going to be great content. You're going to get a pre-show. You're going to get a post-show. You're going to get some awesome random videos every once in a while, like the one that we just sent out last week, where you saw Deb, where you saw Doug with a mini beard and no hat on. So that was fun.
Yeah, you guys making a zombie movie.
Mm-hmm.
That ever come to
No,
fruition?
we're trying to get one funded.
We tried to get one funded. It did get funded, and sorry, I keep coughing tonight. We did get it funded, so we have all the equipment, we have the storyboards, we have everything that we need. We just need the time to film it, and we've got everything we need. So one day it will get made. I can promise you that. One day. And then you're going to get so much more with Patreon. So please help us. All the money that you put into it goes right back into the show. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing if you can support us. If you can't support us with money, then support us with your lips. We're not talking sexually. We're talking about spreading the word of the 8-Bit Geek.
Okay.
Tell your oh yeah, okay. Tell your friends about us. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Even your kids. Get them all involved. It's a family-friendly show. All right. So with that,
let's go into misconnections.
with that, let's go into misconnections. I put that in the wrong spot. Let me move that real quick. Let's get into misconnections, not conversations. Get out of here too.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was excited when I put these notes together.
So excited.
Every week we take real ads from the misconnection section of Craigslist. We read them in funny voices. They're completely real. We don't edit them in any way. We definitely can't make this stuff up.
Boy sees girl. Boy is interested in girl. Boy awkwardly stares at approaches. Girl leaves. Boy swears they are meant for one another. Boy turns to Craigslist for help finding girl. 8-Bit Geek steps in. Welcome to Misconnections.
And this week we've got misconnections from, let's see, why did someone, who keeps messing with me?
That's not me, because I have the notes
It wasn't
copied
me.
over into a Word document because of the old internet issues. So not I.
Okay.
Kev.
All right. Let me fix this. Kev, are you fucking around?
No, I'm not. I swear this
Okay.
time.
Maybe I really messed
This
that up.
time.
This time. All right. So this week we've got a couple, actually just one submission. Ratty tried real hard, but I told Ratty that they just were too wholesome. They had to be a little dirtier.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also, I think that, oh shit, who sent one? Oh God, now I'm gonna forget. Oh yeah, Crush Paradise sent the first one,
Okay.
and then the rest of them I had to find. So enjoy this week, guys.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, what's up, Sean? How are you,
Hey,
buddy?
what's up?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, what you been doing?
Oh, just traveling around the United States, looking
Okay.
for them hookups. This week's coming from Lafayette, Louisiana.
Can I ask you a question, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you get the money to travel so much?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That's why I asked.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what he asked the first time.
Yep.
Wouldn't you like to know?
All right, let's just get to that then.
He's overloading.
The chat is complaining that I'm quiet. I told you guys. I'm
Start
afraid
yelling.
to touch anything. I'm afraid to. We did mic checks beforehand, and we've been trying to fix my audio because it's been too loud the last few weeks. So we've changed some stuff, so it may have affected OBS. I don't know what to do about it, though.
Going 88 says, Well, what? Wait, Sean was Doug the whole time? My world is shattered, which was a mistake.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, shit.
All right, so this one comes from the University of Louisiana Lafayette. To the constipated man in Griffin, male for male.
What?
I had to poop today and went into the bathroom before class. I'm taking summer classes, by the way, at the University of Louisiana Lafayette.
Or as the internet calls it, oh.
Oh. As I sat in the first floor bathroom, I heard you desperately trying to squeeze one out. It sounded like you were having problems. I thought your shoots were kind of hot. It's a foot thing. Randall Savage understands. Let's see. I waited until after you finished to rub one out.
Well,
While you were still pooping, I noticed you peed a little on the floor. When you left, I tasted it.
oh.
I want you. From what I could tell, you were kind of heavy and were wearing a belt today. You didn't wash your hands very long, you nasty boy.
Oh no.
If this is you, I want you in my tight ass.
Oh no.
I want you to ram my face with your man sword. Reply with the subject, Yellow Knight, so I know it's you.
Oh my.
Yours truly, Sean. Bottom bitch. Tennis.
Well, so much for being family friendly.
Oh, I love it. You know, it's funny that you mentioned Randall Savage today.
Oh.
Hello, boys.
Hey, Dr.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
Hi, Dr. Randall Savage.
It's Randall Savage. Say it with me.
Hey, Dr. Randall Savage. Hey, tell these boys about how being attracted to shoes is a thing.
Well, it starts with the arch, and you always wonder about that arch, and it's hiding right under that sole. And you want to peel it off slowly just to see the tips of those wonderful toes, and then you see those little hairs, and then you keep pulling it back, and
Hobbit feet?
you see the arch of the foot, and
See, he knows what I'm talking about.
anyways, what kind of shoes were they?
Oh, there are some pretty sick Adidas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Free stripe.
well, I got to get going, but let me read this real quick.
Yeah, they made me rock fucking hard, bro.
Yep,
Oh,
that's
no.
I'm literally doing that now.
I was wondering why Sean didn't stand up to leave.
I haven't
why
looked
he's
yet. I'm still sitting here. I'm rubbing another one out underneath the desk.
Poor Doug.
It's got to sit right next to him.
Yeah, I wish he'd stop.
I'm looking for Lexi in the northwest corner of love.
I don't think that's what LV
Now,
stands
LV
for.
is an acronym for love. That's
Okay.
yeah, that's how it works. I met you on Chrysler Link. We were buying cars together.
God damn it.
I think that you're from Bakersfield. Sweet, friendly, with cute feet.
Here we go.
Please let me know if you're still in town. I'm a photographer from Arizona. That's it.
You're a photographer too?
Well, you know, we all have our
Wait a minute.
side projects.
I have a question.
Go.
If you met on Chrysler Link,
Yes.
it's surely not Craigslist. That's what that CL stands for. Wouldn't you already have their information?
Oh, we Chrysler Link takes every account very seriously, and privacy is their top priority.
I know that's not true. I bought stuff through Chrysler Link.
It's too bad Chrysler Link doesn't have their misconnection section anymore.
Yeah.
Thanks, government.
Thanks, U.S. government. Thanks, Obama.
Well, boys, I got to get going. Gonna drive this sweet Chrysler home. See you later. Bye-bye, boys.
Hey.
Bye. Oh, bye. Bye. Bye, Dr. Savage. Thank you.
Who's rolling away in the Chrysler Sebring?
Convertible.
Well,
how do you leave your window open? It's like fucking 90 degrees.
It's raining outside. Come on.
It's not raining here.
That is going to ruin your interior. Well, let me tell you when I met a beautiful girl. Met a beautiful girl.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? When I beautiful girl met a beautiful girl.
Oh, okay.
It's a cautionary tale.
All right.
I found the love of my life here.
Mm-hmm.
And by here, here. Now I'm a sexy 30-year-old woman. You can tell by the voice. That fell in love with you? I don't know why there's a question mark at the end of that. Did I fall in love with you? Do you think that? Do you remember? Stroking arms, brushing hair. You were white, slim, fun as hell. We loved each other, but we loved lipstick. Lipstick lesbians is what they call them. At least that's what I saw in like Showtime after 2 a.m. Now don't respond if you are a man. All I wanted to do was be with you another night, but I had to go back to California. Do you remember me? Do you still want me? Where could the time have gone? Where are you? I miss you. I miss Vegas. I don't know what that means, but I miss everything about you, girl. Definitely not a man. Velvet Jones. Velvetina Jones this week. Conversations, everybody.
I mean, that could have been a song, right? Do you remember me? Do you still
I
want me?
will remember you.
See, I thought it was going to be like
I'm gone. Where are you? I miss you. I miss Vegas.
See, I thought it was going to be the whole like, I found you, Miss New Booty. Get it together. Get it right to me.
You
No.
just said a song that our people 21 and younger don't understand.
Is that song? Yeah, it came out in like 2008, didn't it?
Yeah.
2009. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they were like
Well,
11.
Fuck are you talking about, man?
let me tell you about an artist named Bubba Sparks.
Bubba what? Bubba did a what?
Yeah. Bubba Sparks, Kylie Park.
Ugh.
Ratty in the chat says Kev ruined it. He sure as shit did, Ratty.
I always do.
Hey, also, did we mention the $4.20 donation from earlier? From
No, random donated 420.
Nice.
At least that's what it says. Random. I don't know if it was random.
That was
Hebrew.
random. Yeah.
Okay.
I assume so.
Thanks,
Thank
Randy.
you. We're on the board.
Hey, so let's talk some top box office because we got a new number one in the
Box office.
motherfucking house. It's Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom. It made 148 million,
Good on him.
which is pretty damn good because they expected less than that.
Oh, well, there you
the
go.
original
Keep your
movie-
expectations low.
Well, their expectations were a little low. For a second movie in a franchise, it generally doesn't do as good as the I would say original, but this is like the fucking sixth movie. Except unless your name is Marvel, then they just keep making more. But
Yeah.
for this one, so I guess the original one made around 200 million. This one made 148. Not too shabby. Still a huge blockbuster hit for them, and it'll get a sequel. So
I mean, is that
Baby, I know you
recommended?
throwing
Yeah.
nickels at me, but you would die.
We just got another donation from Classic that says was 246, which made our total 666.
Nice.
Sorry.
So Doug and I went to go see Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Without giving any spoilers away, I personally thought it was a fun movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is a great little summer blockbuster that you go have some popcorn to, with an utterly ridiculous ending.
Okay.
Just an ending that my jaw was open and I just was like, what the fuck has happened here?
Like in a good way, like over the top, or just been like, no, this fell apart.
Yeah, it kind of fell apart. Well, because it leaves you going like, okay, so we know that another one's coming because I think Colin Trevorrow is returning to direct that one. He has said it's going to be more of a horror film. Okay, cool.
Okay.
The first Jurassic Park was pretty goddamn scary. I mean, it's not necessarily scary now, 20-something, 30, almost 30 years later, but it's still fucking terrifying. It can be terrifying for sure. So okay, cool, that's fine. But then you see the end of this movie and you're like, okay, I think I know what you're going to do with this, but I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling such fucking bullshit. And it's hard not to spoil what happens, but like it's bullshit.
Do you think it's giving it away if I said that the heroes turn into the villains? Is that too much?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. The heroes turn into the villains, Kev.
They make there's a character choice made. Now, to be fair, from a character who's, I guess it's fair that's the choice that was made coming from said character. Like, sure. But like at the same time, like, fuck that. No. Because then, like, you see at the end of the movie, they're just like driving down the highway, and it's like, no bullshit. You are being detained right now by the fucking U.S. government. Like, what you just did. No. Like,
yeah, and the chat has got it right too. This is a huge spoiler. I didn't want to give it away, but it's too good. Mario shows up, throws his hat on the T-Rex, and fucking takes over as him.
It's me. Let's go. Fucking Nintendo and their viral marketing.
Anyway, I agree. It was fun. It was a fun, my complaint was, I think it was a PG-13 movie, and I felt like in comparison to some of the other ones, well, I guess the other ones aren't necessarily like super violent by any means, but this one felt like they would do something, but it would all be off camera. Like everything was off camera, even to the point of like someone getting ready to smother somebody and like the pillow coming at the camera and like blacking out the camera. Where it's like, I mean, you could have shown what was going to happen. You could have followed that through. Like that's fine. It's stuff like that. I mean, dinosaur kills, fine. The first one did have that dude getting just chomped down by the fucking T-Rex like pretty fucking early.
Yeah, man,
in the movie.
And then fucking Samuel Jackson lost his arm.
Yeah, and they have stuff like that. There's someone who definitely gets attacked and they lose a limb, and it's like hanging from their mouth. Like it's pretty intense. But at the same time, like I don't know, for these like dinosaurs, even like the points where they're on the island, like you could have been just a little more violent, in my opinion. We've seen more violence in this franchise before. It felt like they dialed it back a little bit in this one.
I also think that they fit two movies into one in this film. I feel like I think what works for Jurassic Park and Jurassic World is when they're actually at the park, right? That's where you get a lot of the excitement. That's where people really love to be. I think that they rushed through being back at the park way too quickly. And Kev, I won't say why they're at the park, but they're back at the park. I feel like the entire movie could have taken place on that fucking island. I think that the threat of the volcano.
I'm not going to spoil it for you, Kev. There's a volcano.
That's in the trailer. That was in the trailer.
That was in the trailer. Basically, from what I gather from what the trailer has shown me, is they're going back to the island to rescue whatever dinosaurs they can from the volcano that is erupting.
That's true.
Basically, the government was like, well, fuck them. And Chris Pratt was like, well, no. And then he went there to rescue.
You're pretty on point with some things that are a little bit different. But yes, I mean, for the most part, the volcano, they're going to go save them, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I agree. There are some moments on the island where it's actually intense, and there's like these, the dinosaurs, and there's the lava, and there's them trying to get off, and there's all this other sort of stuff happening. And it would have been great. I agree. Like, it reminded me a little bit of Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World.
Yeah, it's almost like both movies back to back are the same films. They just filmed them differently. Like that's all it really is. I mean, when you truly look at it, and I really feel like this movie could have been contained on the island until the end where they do get off, and then that leads you into the third film, and then you could have dealt with that. But I really feel like the excitement was a little bit lost when they left the island because you're like, all right, well, cool. Now we're at this one place for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
Cool.
right. Like one other set. Like I guess they spent all their money on the jungle stuff, so when they got to the second half of the movie, they're like, cool, it's all here in this one place, all in a soundstage. But I will say, the Jurassic Park 2 felt that way also. Like think of the beginning half of that movie with them on the island going to find these dinosaurs and like tag them and monitor them before Engine shows up to like take them off the island to like essentially a zoo in San Diego. Like it's kind of the same way. The stuff with the T-Rexes there, the two T-Rexes coming after the baby, knocking the fucking thing off the cliff is fucking terrifying. Like
true.
Getting through the tall grass, being chased by velociraptors, fucking terrifying. Like, and that was like a Jaws moment in that movie where it's like you don't fucking see them, you see their tails pop up or whatever, or you see a head pop up in the long grass and duck back down. Like that shit is great. And like that's where that movie succeeded. But by the time they got to San Diego, and oh shit, there's a T-Rex loose in San Diego, like it becomes silly in like a blockbustery way, where it's like oh man, like well look at this is a T-Rex loose in San Diego. This is fucking crazy. Like ooh, this is crazy. There's something about being on the island in their turf, like in their territory, where it's like you are not supposed to be there. You know what I mean? Like this is where they belong, and that's how the first half of this movie felt. No.
Although there was one emotional wrecking moment for me where I was like, "Oh God!" And I think when they were leaving the island,
oh my God, my God! If that had been if the movie had ended there with that shot, like tears, I would have been in tears. I would have been fucking destroyed. Like that's the end of the movie, destroyed.
Yeah, me too, man. Like I sat there and my jaw was open. I was just like, "What?"
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but there's definitely that moment where that they're like, "Hey, wait, come back,
Please."
Yeah, I'm just you stop. I'll swim to you. Just hold on.
Is there room for one more?
Yeah.
So overall, I think that it's definitely a movie to go see. But I'm going to be very interested to see how they actually fix this in the third, because I think that it's fucked up. I really do.
I'm looking right now because we're going to talk about Solo here in a second. And so I'm looking at like the ratings and stuff, and this has a 6.6 on IMDb, which is pretty fair, I would say. Solo has a 7.2, I think, or 7.5, which I also feel is fair. And it's just curious. It's just the numbers in these, because 6.6 again, it's like that's not great. That's a 66 or whatever, right? Like,
right.
That's I don't. If I remember my time in school forever ago, I don't think a 66 is passing.
Hey, we're having some issues with the stream.
It seems like some people are. It's not. I'm good. Everything's fine on my end. So,
okay. So it might be a Twitch issue.
Yeah.
Everything looks good on mine when I'm watching the stream.
So it might be as if you're watching the stream right now and you're watching the show, if you have any issues, we do apologize. It looks like
reload the page or close your browser and restart.
Classic, or whoever is watching, if you can relay that message to the chat, just say that everything is working fine. It might be Twitch, and just reload and try to help out.
Well, some of the people are saying that they have audio but no video, which again that sounds like a Twitch thing. It's not a me OBS thing.
Or get better internet, guys. All right, let's get into some news here. Disney has countered the offer from Comcast. What Comcast put in? Like a $60 billion?
$65 billion, I think it was. Cash.
Well, Disney says, we got fuck you money. It's $70 billion now.
Wasn't it more than 70? Wasn't it like 70.73 or 71.3 or something like that?
It could be.
I don't remember the exact total. It was a stupid amount of money, and on top of that, if I'm trying to open this link real quick. Here we go. Let's see if this will give me the information I'm looking for. Okay, so there's a 65 billion, and then they came back with Where'd it go? Because it's showing 52, which was their original.
Yeah,
And like 23 of that was in cash, and like there was like 23 or something that was also like stock and stuff. And so they came back with whatever theirs was. That was like, okay, you're gonna get the stock and stuff also, but we're bumping it up to this much, and we're taking on your debt. So the total that they're going to be paying for this is going to be like $85 million. Billion. Sorry, $85 billion.
Okay.
Over,
and that's fine for Mickey.
Yeah.
I mean, you make one X-Men movie, you got that back. You're fine.
Yeah.
All right, a couple.
85 billion.
Yeah. They're gonna break records, Cap. They're gonna bring Hugh Jackman back, and they're just gonna break every record in the book, man. 85 billion on the next X-Men movie.
Oh shit.
Uh-huh.
Or just to show the total in some of this article that's linked, because I was reading about when it was announced what was in their bid, and I was just like, good fucking Christ, that is a lot of money.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, that shows you how much they're willing to go to get their properties back.
Yeah. And they like up the amount like that their stock would be worth or whatever. They like not like, I forget, or maybe they lowered the price so they could buy more stock. I don't remember. It was like they changed by like a $10 thing per stock, which was apparently like a big deal also. Yeah. So
which I heard that in this deal that they've already like essentially verbally closed it, and so Disney
they're waiting on the government now, which apparently that deal is moving through the government pretty quickly as well.
Of course, you're Disney.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do what you want.
So
I do what I want.
Okay, so earlier this week, we got reports that said that Lucasfilm was cutting off all the spin-offs and all the stories of, what are they called? The stories from Star Wars, stories of Star Wars
story, spin-offs.
Star Wars story. And Lucasfilm has come and updated and said they're not quite as dead as you might think. And so it looks like everything that hasn't been announced is still going strong. They're still in production. I guess they've also announced that Rian Johnson's planned trilogy is still going forward.
Lovely.
Yay.
I'll wait until, you know what? It's one of those, I didn't care for your episode 8. I am curious. You know what? A new Star Wars movie set outside of this current Star Wars timeline, I'm all for. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like like we said before. It's not a terrible movie. We just don't like some of the choices that were made.
And so here's a movie where he's not necessarily interfering with characters that we may already know and love that have established backstories and just things that they would have done and wouldn't have done, and characters that we all know and love that don't need to die for no fucking reason. Rest in peace, Akbar. I love you, you son of a bitch. I'm so sad that you got blown up, man. That rips my goddamn heart out.
Not even a last goddamn word.
No, he's just there. He's just in the background. He's just there going like, oh,
It would have been great if he didn't even get "It's a Trap" out. He could just been like, "It's up."
Yeah, man, anything. Ugh. Fucking, I hate that. That's literally, for whatever reason, has become my largest complaint about that movie. That sticks with me because he's such like an essential character in Star Wars, even in the books and even the new EU books and stuff, and just to have him go for nothing, fuck you, Rian Johnson.
There are different reports out, so take everything with a grain of salt because we don't officially know. Some people are saying that the Obi-Wan Kenobi standalone film is on ice, but then I just saw another report today that says that it's actually still in production and it's being worked as a streaming service movie for the Disney's streaming service. So I don't know what's what. They also said Boba Fett's on ice. They also are saying that there was a Yoda solo movie coming out as well, and
Boo. I saw someone post. Sorry, this made me think of the Yoda thing where someone was like, "Oh man, I can't wait till Disney announces the Vader a Star Wars story movie," and Star Wars, like their Twitter responded with, "See episodes 1 through 6."
Yeah,
I was like, very good, very good. But the reason I brought up Solo earlier is that they're blaming this all on Solo for Solo's like underperformance. But again, it has a 7.5, which again, that's passing if you're going on a scale of 1 to 100.
Yes.
And
well,
I've only
1
heard...
to 10.
Well, but I mean a 75 though.
Okay, 7.5 out of 100 would
Yeah.
seem a little dismal.
No, so that's a 75. So out of 100, you know, if you're thinking like your school grades, 75 is passing. It's a C,
Yeah.
but you still fucking passed.
Right.
And it seems like I've only heard from people who've seen it that they enjoyed it. Like, yeah, it suffered in some parts, but at the same time, it was a fun story. It was a palate cleanser after episode 8. The kid didn't do a bad job as Harrison Ford or Han Solo. Like, there was mannerisms and facial expressions and the way he delivered lines that I thought were really good. Lando was great. And it was like a Star Wars Western train robbery movie. Like, you know, whatever. Like, it was a lot of fun. Did we need and like this report I feel is also super fucking biased because they're like Disney made a solo movie that no one asked for with a character that everyone already loved that they ruined. You know, it was just like it seemed super fucking biased. And I was just like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't think you have your finger on the pulse on this. Like, I think people are being a little salty about it. And I'm one of those people who was like, I didn't fucking ask for this movie. Like, fuck this movie. And I went and saw it and was like, fuck, that was a lot of fun.
I think that's the thing. I think people didn't really ask for the movie, so they didn't show up to the movie. You know, and so there just wasn't a lot of love for it. And
Yeah. And it's made over 350 million in the box office. I'm sure that number's probably gone up since then. I know it's not necessarily doing as great in the box office here, like 5 weeks out or 4 weeks out.
But that's still profitable.
Yeah, I mean, granted, okay. So I'm also seeing different reports of how much it cost. Some were saying like 250 million is what it cost after having. It was originally supposed to cost about 150, but hiring a new director, doing 70% reshoots, bumped it up to about 250. Some places I'm seeing it was more closer to a 300 million. And so that it's made 350 or 360 at this point. Like, yeah, you made 60 million profit or whatever, but that's still fucking profit. Yes. Like, and my problem with it is like, there's other movies that Disney specifically has made, like whether it be the Marvel franchises that haven't done as well or didn't do as well. Like the first Ant-Man movie didn't do as well its first weekend as some of their other ones. You know, like and
that got a sequel too.
And that got a sequel, yeah. And the thing is, like, well, they didn't put all the other fucking Marvel movies on ice while they figured it out. Like, it seems like everyone's trying to put the blame on Solo, when maybe it could be because Disney suddenly needs $85 fucking billion to buy Fox.
That's a good point as well.
I don't think that's it. It's Disney. They have $85 billion in their fucking pocket. Yeah. But like, I don't know. It's just there's all this outrage. There's people that are trying to currently remake Episode 8. Like, there's a whole fucking thing, like, remake The Last Jedi, and they're trying to petition Disney to do it, which is, by the way, if you're one of these people that are like, oh, we're going to remake Episode 8, go jump off a cliff. Like, just fuck off. Like, how full of yourself are you that you think that you have any sort of power to, like, petition a movie studio such as Disney to remake a movie that they made a fuck ton of money on? They don't give a shit. They're moving on. They already have your money. You already saw the movie twice in theaters. Fuck off. Like, they're not going to do it.
They're going to make Episode 9 and everyone's going to fucking love it again. And it's just going to be a cycle. Also, it's just a fucking movie, man. Like, I get that you're a big Star Wars fan, but you have to remember, this is a fictitious fucking thing. Yeah, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter.
It doesn't matter. And again, like, it's okay to have something that you love, like Star Wars or Marvel or DC or whatever, and it's okay for you not like what they're doing. It's okay. Yeah. Like, but where are the people that are petitioning DC to remake Justice League? Because that movie fucking sucked.
If there was a movie that needed to get remade, it's definitely that. Definitely that.
Yeah, right.
I would say Batman versus Superman, really.
Yeah, but
both of them.
But point being, like there's a point where it's like, it's okay not to like it, but you don't, like, you just move on. Like, it's okay that there's one movie in an entire fucking franchise you don't like. I don't like Iron Man 2 or 3. It's fine, because guess what? I don't have to fucking watch them. Like, I can skip them entirely when I decide to watch all the Marvel movies over again. I can say, you know what? Iron Man 3 was fucking garbage. I'm not watching it. It will not impact me whatsoever in any way to watch this movie. And then you can do that with Episode 8, because you just be like, some stuff happened. They got their asses kicked. They'll explain it in the crawling text of episode 9.
This is kind of the same thing where you look at the actress who played Rose as well. Like, what has gotten into you that you need to feel like you need to go on someone's Instagram and say the most hateful, just racist fucking shit that you can think of because you hated the movie? Like, you think that's her fucking fault? You think it's her fault that the movie sucked? Like, it's ridiculous. People made it, quit Instagram, shut it down.
I think we talked about this when we talked. I feel like we talked about here. We talked about it in one of our chats. But there was this Star Wars like fan group on Facebook called like, it was like Resist Star Wars or something like that. And it was like their whole thing was make Star Wars white again. And they were so proud. Yes, they were so proud for having like made her like quit Instagram and stuff. They were like, "Yay, we did it! We got Kellyanne Tram or whatever. I think it's Kellyanne. I don't remember. We got her to leave Instagram, and if we keep pushing, maybe we can get her to quit episode 9 and quit acting altogether." Now, again, this is her first fucking movie, right? Like, this is like one of her first movies at Star Wars. This should be like a jump off point for her career. And there are these bitter fucking white dude assholes out there that think that like Star Wars is somehow made for them specifically, and the fact that like there are people all over the world from all different nationalities and creeds and sexes and whatever that love Star Wars. And we've talked about this, where Princess Leia was not a goddamn damsel in distress in A New Hope. When she shows up, the first thing she does is make fun of Luke Skywalker and then take the rifle out of his hand. Like, she doesn't need protecting. Like, all they did was open the door and she got them the fuck out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this movie doesn't belong to you. And it's a movie about, like, aliens and all this stuff of another universe. Like, while the original movies made in the 70s may have had a white dominant cast, even through the prequels, with the exception of, like, Mace
Samuel
Windu.
Jackson.
Yeah, Mace Windu. Like, this isn't for you in that way. You know what I mean? Like, wasn't made for you because you're white. Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're one of those people too, I just stop listening to our show. Like, I'm good with you not being one of my listeners. I'll say it. It's fucked up.
I'm back here on that. I don't give a fuck.
I co-sign, my friend.
All right, let's move on because we got a lot of shit to get through, and we've been stuck on Star Wars for a good bit of time.
For 273 episodes.
273 episodes. Our first episode was based on Star Wars. I think that just tells you.
There you go.
So, Movie Pass. Let's get on a Movie Pass. We've talked about them before. I have the Movie Pass, and I don't know how much longer they're going to be in business because they're fucking up bad. And they just sent me an email with this information in it as well. Mm-hmm. So they're introducing price surging to popular movies as because reasons, I guess. So if you're a monthly subscriber, I paid the yearly pass, so I guess it doesn't affect me. But monthly Movie Pass subscribers you'll have a $2 surcharge depending on what title you want to see and what day. So if there's a higher demand, you're going to have to pay more.
Yeah, which is $2 to $6 depending on the option.
Jesus Christ! Like, I don't like.
Rest in peace.
That's ridiculous. So I'm sure that Movie Pass is gonna be great for everybody. They're also introducing Bring a Friend, IMAX, and 3D options arriving in August, but still, you can't reserve seats at any theater other than a couple right now. So there's not much options there as well. Meanwhile, AMC, AMC turns around and says, "You know what? Fuck y'all. We're going to introduce our own pass." So they've introduced their own Movie Pass. It's $19.99 a month. You get to see 3 movies, and they give you discounts on food as well.
3 movies a
That's
week.
A good deal.
Yeah, 3 movies a week. And it's got reserved seating. That also includes IMAX, 3D, and all that other shit that they throw in there. So they've got a great deal. Also, Alamo Movie House has announced a Movie Pass as well. Theirs is in beta testing. They're doing it in one. They're doing it in one store right now, or one theater, and then they're going to expand it out. But yeah, Alamo City is it Draft House? Alamo Draft House. Sorry.
Alamo
I
City
said Alamo
Comic-Con.
City.
Alamo
Draft
City
House.
Comic-Con.
Alamo Draft House is also doing a movie pass kind of deal, and so we'll get more details on that. But there's definitely competitors. I think Movie Pass definitely deserves some credit for starting this, because I think that's the way that a lot of theaters are going to go, is this old subscription model. It's a great thing if you do watch a lot of movies like myself. I love to go to the theater. It's a great option for you because, like we said in the past, it'll cost me $30 every time that I go. So to have something to where it's like this is great. Movie Pass will die, and it does pave the way for these other companies to come through and actually perfect it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if we ever were lucky enough to take this full time, like I would totally invest in this, because I know you and I, Jared, would be like, it's Tuesday. What are we seeing today? All right. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you and I are at the theater saying something like in the morning. Like I could see that being something that we would end up using if we were able to do this full time, which we could do with your support if you go over to our patreon.com/8bitgeek.
That's funny. Chud Fu says AMC $5 Tuesday every Tuesday. I remember living in Chicago, and it was one of the worst theaters would have that $5 deal where it was $5 to get in on Tuesdays. You got like a free small drink and a free popcorn. That brought out the fighters.
Oh, I'm sure.
There was no way you went to a movie that didn't end in a fight. They had off-duty Chicago PD working there on Tuesdays because it got so fucking crazy. Like, people would bring family members they didn't even know they had to the movies. I remember seeing Alien versus Predator, and about 20 minutes in, a whole family comes in, like while the movie's playing, with like a newborn baby. And as soon as the first action sequence hits, like the boom hits in the theater, baby starts crying. And they were trying to calm it down right there instead of like walking him out of the movie.
I've said numerous times that like I haven't had like a bad, not necessarily a bad experience, but I haven't had like babies in the theater in a while. Like I haven't had that happen. Jurassic World was a time where there were a bunch of kids and like some newborns, and I was like, there are fucking dinosaurs that are gonna eat people in this movie. Are that child is 4. Like are you kidding me? I'm not gonna. I let Ollie watch those when he was a month old because I know he wouldn't remember.
Yeah,
it's amazing. It's amazing the difference between what you get in different theaters. Like, I think I've told you guys before. Like, I've got a place near to me that is way more expensive. It's like, I want to say it's $13 a ticket instead of the normal. Anywhere I pay like $7 to $10, right? And I generally try to go to the more expensive one. You know why? Because there isn't
out all those people.
Weeds out everybody. It weeds out every non-serious moviegoer, because you're paying that much money. You're going to shut up and watch the movie.
Yep.
And you're not going to take out your phone. So I always try to go to this theater now, because I'm like, you know what? It's an extra couple bucks for me to get the peace of mind that I want out of a theater. I tweeted about this after I went to go see Jurassic World as well. 4 people on there just throughout the movie, down in front, Snapchatting, looking at Instagram, Twitter. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why? So
there is
I think more places need to adopt the Alamo cinema.
That's what I was gonna say. When Debbie and I really want to see a movie, we go to Alamo Draft House because of that serious shut the fuck up law, or not law, but the rules that they have.
Oh, it's a law.
Yeah, like because fucking they disproved that when we saw Star Wars. Remember, we had to fucking deal with Brock Lesnar meathead up in front, fucking making sound effects for the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
So it doesn't work all the time.
Pew pew. Wow, wow.
Fucking
Fucking
asshole.
Jared when we play Saga. I ignite my lightsaber. Zwamp.
No, it was the one where like it was the silent destruction one where something blows up and there's no sound and you just hear that asshole. Like that, out of the whole fucking silent theater, you hear fucking Kansas City Brock Lesnar fucking make some stupid sound effect with his mouth. God, I will not forget that. But that was the one time Alamo did me wrong.
I would have that laugh that I did. That would have been me in the theater at that if I'd heard the during that scene.
Okay, Debbie and I were
one of
so
the coolest
frustrated.
scenes in the movie, but
Yeah, and And the thing is, like she's got a short fuse on that shit. Like she will get pretty angry. And I'm like thinking, okay, but why did it have to be the Brock Lesnar guy that you want like to argue with here? Because I've got no fucking chance. As meat-headed as this dude is, he will fucking bury me.
Sometimes you gotta take one for the team, man. You just gotta take that punch to the face for your wife.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been that night too. Man, that dude was such a fucking so that was my one night. But you do in general, you pay extra for Alamo Drafthouse and stuff like that to avoid the horrible people that feel like it's okay to go to a movie and take a selfie during the movie or just not give any fucks. One dude had a drug deal and we saw at that same theater, the $5 Tuesday one, dude was behind us doing drug deals on his cell phone while the movie was going. Final Destination. Yeah, and obviously we're not about to tell a drug dealer to shut the fuck up in Chicago because he probably had a gun. So, yeah.
That's you go, hey, sir, listen, first off, can I get an 8th? And then also, do you mind just, like, I really want to see this, but, like, I also really want to buy drugs from you, but also just,
I want to get my $5 worth.
But, yeah, I want to get my $5 worth because I'm about to give you, like, 50. So, like...
I really respect what you're doing here.
I love it. I love it. I love it so much. But I really want to see this movie.
I could see that you're an independent business owner. But
I don't know if it was the same day, but we went into some movie and then we saw cops pulling out people like from a theater. And they're like, what the fuck movie are they going to see? It was High School Musical.
Nice.
And they broke up like a crazy fight at High School Musical.
There always is one. Like, you can't go to a viewing party without fighting over High School Musical.
I guess not.
Hey, man. We're all in this together.
I don't even know that reference.
All right.
Isn't Zach Braff in it or something like that? No. Zach Galifianakis?
No. Zac Efron, you piece of shit.
Whatever.
Don't.
Dreamy motherfucker.
Yeah, that dreamy motherfucker. Don't. Like you don't know.
God.
What are we talking about?
Days. We're talking about Warner Brothers and how they're cracking down on Harry Potter fan festivals. How about that?
Oh, sorry, Doug.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes and no. This is not the first time they've tried it, and every time they do, the same thing happens where they get bitch slapped around by their fans a lot.
Yeah, it's not Star Trek.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. But the other thing is, like, it depends on who it is, because like there's a Harry Potter convention happening in Dallas, Texas this August, and again, I know a lot of people that are going to be there and that are involved in this whole.
It's like
thing.
LeakyCon, right?
LeakyCon. It's a huge Harry Potter convention. It's huge, and like they're fine.
They get the stars. They get the stars that come through too, right?
Yeah, they ain't fucking around with this. They won't fuck around with this. And the thing is, like, I'm reading about. There's one that's like, it's a free con in where did it say it was? Like Ithaca, New York, I think it was that one. And yeah, they sent like a cease and desist, and it was like it's free, so you don't even pay to get in. So they're not profiting off of that, anyways. They may have like merch for like a shirt or something, right?
Right.
But like it's free to get in, and they expect normally around 20,000 people. And like, it's the same thing with like Paramount, where it's like, why are you doing? Why? What is it that you think that you're losing out on by them doing this for you? Because,
yeah, I mean, their statement is that Warner Brothers is always pleased to learn about the enthusiasm of the Harry Potter fans, but we are concerned and object when fans gathering become a vehicle for unauthorized commercial activity.
Yeah, it's like they're worried that someone's going to sell their merch without their permission, and that's like so. Like Star Wars Celebration was like, I think originally like a fan festival that like Lucasfilm became involved in. And it's huge. It's, it's everything Star Wars, but like it's still like, if you make Star Wars art, you're allowed to sell it there. If you make something like a t-shirt with Star Wars on it, you're allowed to sell it there. If you are selling Star Wars licensed merchandise, you have to have the license or whatever to sell it, right? Like you have to be part of their like selling organization, unless you are doing resells.
Hold on. I got an email back from them about booths.
Oh no. You say it
like
that and doesn't make me feel great about pricing.
No, it has to go along with what you're saying, because they have requirements for the booths, and the requirement is that you have to sell 80% licensed merch.
What?
And then the other 20% can be unlicensed or like fan art, whatever it is.
Oh.
But it has to be 80% licensed products.
Well, probably from the licensed sellers, but they do. I mean, we've seen people there with that their booths are unlicensed like shirts
Just
se.
straight up unlicensed, like just fan art and shit.
Fan art. Yeah, and they have an artist alley and stuff like that. But it's all Star Wars art, and then they have these like big name like Star Wars fan artists, right? Like these people are not paid by Lucasfilm to make these pieces of art, but they do it, and they have these huge galleries, and there's some phenomenal art. Ed has picked up a ton of pieces from there. Jerry, I know you've seen them. You've been at his house more recently than Kev, so you may remember.
Beautiful
this.
stuff.
But
Beautiful
he's
stuff.
got like a Han and Chewie that's really nice. He's got a Boba Fett that's really fucking sick. It's signed by Jeremy Bullock. Like he's got some really nice piece of art. We both got some K2SO art there last time, but like that they're not licensed. A Lucasfilm or whatever. So I think it has to do with like the actual stores and stuff. Like for example, ThinkGeek's going to be there. And they're going to sell 100% Star Wars merchandise. Guaranteed. Hallmark's going to be there. They're going to sell mostly Star Wars stuff. Lego, and all these other stores and stuff. And they'll have like exclusive Funko, right? 100% Star Wars. So I think that's where that rule comes from. Because like, again, there's people there that's like, you sell this on your Etsy store. These little like, it'll be like a beanie, but it'll be like, Poe Dameron's flight helmet. But it'll be a beanie, right? And so like they're unless they've changed something this year, like that's how it's been in the past anyways.
I don't want to interrupt us, but I've got some really disturbing news. Breaking disturbing news. Ryan isn't watching our stream. He's playing Bacon Man.
Yay. It's a good game.
I mean, yay.
He's probably beta testing since he created it.
Here?
He is a dev on that game, isn't he? Or is he just
He works in the same dev office.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we had just real quick. We had a donation a couple minutes ago. Kev, can you read that one off?
The donation recently came in from That's a Classic, donated $7.54 and said, "I brought my 5-year-old. She loved and she was great the whole movie." So some kids, bro.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
I didn't say every one of them.
One.
I specifically was talking about like the newborn.
Yeah.
Like some kids know how to actually conduct
and
themselves.
also it depends on your child. Like there are some kids like who are okay with scary things. Some of them love dinosaurs. Like I love the first Jurassic Park movie when it came out in 1994. Granted, I was like 8 years old at the time, so I was old enough.
We were older.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I was a younger kid then, and like I loved it. I was also 8, but like I've always loved scary shit. Like so, sure. But that brings our total up to 1420.
Oh yeah!
All right, let's get into some gaming news.
Fuck
yeah! GameStop, where Kev used to be a CEO of,
for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks,
I quit.
He couldn't handle it. He was like, you know what? I can't. They asked him to trade in his bonus checks, and they were like, we'll give you $5.50.
They were like, no, you can get $7.50 in store credit or $3 in cash.
So they're in talks with a private equity firm to possibly buy them out. So
don't be Bane. Don't be Bane.
I saw that one of the companies that they're having really close talks to is the same equity firm that owns Hot Topic.
Oh, lovely.
So
I mean, it makes sense since Hot Topic sells almost the same stuff these days. Like you go to a ThinkGeek store and you go into a GameStop or Hot Topic. I mean, they've got a whole wall of pop figures. They sell like obviously licensed shirts for movies and whatever pop culture is big right now.
The only difference is they got some rad punk rock playing over the radios.
See, okay,
Really
yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean, remember when they used to sell like vinyl and band shirts? Do they still do that?
Yeah, they still. I mean, well, last time it's been a little while since. I feel weird going into Hot Topic these days
because you're old.
I'm at that age where like if I walk in there alone, they're like, "Are you looking for your son or daughter?"
Yeah.
Like, so I really don't go into Hot Topic like I used to.
That's when you said, "Well, I'm looking for a son or daughter."
You want to make one?
What?
But I just don't go in there very often. I don't know. There's just nothing that appeals to me anymore because
I'm not allowed to.
I don't really buy band shirts like I used to anymore because for one, I'm 37 I say that, and I've got like still like 20, 30 band shirts in my closet. But that's another reason why I don't buy anymore, because I have like 30 fucking.
Yeah, you should have
band
used that
shirts.
reason instead of your age, because fuck that shit, dude. If you're into something, live that shit out
Yeah.
till you're dead. Like, fuck.
Oh, no,
fuck
I
anyone ever
agree.
telling you not to wear a band T-shirt because you're 37. If anyone ever
Yeah.
tells you that, tell them to suck your dick, man. Like,
Well,
no.
I can't do that at work, so
Can't do that at Hot Topic either if you want to leave.
you can, however, just see their ID first. Be like, excuse me, before I say this, can I see your
Before
ID?
I
Just
come
wanna
back
make
with this
sure.
awesome quip I have, can I please see your ID?
1998. That qualifies.
Cool,
Hey,
cool, cool.
suck my dick.
Suck my dick, motherfucker.
So if they're in the running for it, I don't know. GameStop is obviously, Kev, you said it best. It's kind of you feel that it's kind of a blockbuster in ways.
Yeah.
I still think that it still has a chance to survive. I think that there is still a lot of life left in it.
As long as there's people that want to buy physical games, I
And
think
used
GameStop will
games,
be all right.
Classic games, like
Used games too, yeah.
then they'll have a place. And like I said on last
They're
week's
gonna
show,
I will say this: they'll definitely be closing stores. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
they can't do the same kind of business they were doing 10 years ago with 5,000 stores in 2018. There's no way. Like, they're gonna go broke.
Yeah, no, for sure. They'll definitely have to close up some stores. But I think that I think what I said last week on last week's show is that you still have a population that does not have high speed internet, and so in America, and so they still rely on GameStop and other places to go buy some physical games. So
Right.
We just got another donation. And they're donating on my behalf to fill the swear jar. Kev, can you read that one off?
That's a classic. Donated $54.80 to say for all the bad words Doug just said. That is a lot of swears.
Bringing our total up to a 69.
Nice.
Thank you. Bethesda. Oh boy, Bethesda is there's a Warner Brothers. I should say Warner Brothers. Bethesda's suing Warner Brothers over their Westworld game. This is a crazy story. So Bethesda hired a third-party developer to work on Fallout Shelter.
Yes.
And where is the name of that company? Oh, I wish I highlighted it.
That was Behavior.
It's Behavior. So Behavior worked on Shelter. They had the code and everything. Bethesda owns all the code and all that good stuff. Well, then Warner Brothers hired the same company to work on Westworld, the game. And Bethesda, when the game came out, they were like, this is our code. This is everything. This is exactly our game. And we can even tell it's our game because it crashes at the same exact spots that we had in our code. And so right now, that Behavior studio, they're fucked, because not only are they're getting sued by Bethesda, Warner Brothers is going to turn around if they had no knowledge of this, and they're going to sue the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
But then
I was going to say, I wonder if Warner Brothers would be like, hey, remember Disney when you said you're going to pay for our debt?
Wait, that's not Warner Brothers.
That's not Warner Brothers, brother. That's
okay.
Yeah. No, they just got bought by AT&T.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Yeah,
And
they
so,
fucked.
yeah, Warner Brothers got put. So what's really funny about it is, like, Warner Brothers, how do you not know? Like, how do you not have somebody on your staff and in your gaming department go, hey guys, this is a lot like Fallout Shelter. Shit, this is Fallout Shelter. Hey guys, let me knock on the CEO's door. Hold on.
There is the chance. I mean, maybe they didn't know, but like they clearly hired Behavior to do this game just like Fallout Shelter, to have a Fallout Shelter like game. Like, there's no like, hey, this is like it. That's what they fucking wanted. They wanted this game to be exactly. They wanted it to be a knockoff. Now, that being said, did they say, and is there like any way to prove this? Hey, no, it's cool. Just use the same code. But even then, even if they said that, they may not know about the contract between Behavior and Bethesda, so they may have assumed that they own the code. At that point, it's still not Warner Brothers' fault for using the code, because that is a breach of contract between Behavior and Bethesda. So
Yes.
So.
And I mean, they'll just deny it too. Oh no, we didn't know. We didn't fucking know. Unless there's
a way to prove it. Like, there's an email chain somewhere where someone's going like, nah,
Like, fuck, they found out.
Yeah. Or even just saying specifically, I don't fucking care if they own it. Use that code. You know.
Yeah. Oh god, that would be the smoking gun right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
PlayStation is bringing back their PlayStation Hits line,
Good.
which is kind of cool. It's like 5 years, a little late. I wish it was a little bit sooner, but you can pick up
5 years too late. You know the PlayStation came out in 2013, right? 5 years ago.
Yeah, I wanted
Whoa,
first year.
my
Greatest
camera-
hits right off the bat at launch.
My camera just went super blurry, guys. Look at me.
You
Yeah.
look. It looks cool though.
I'm
Okay.
not even stoned. Okay.
There he's back.
There you
My
go.
high's done. I came down from my high.
Fucking buzzkill.
Oh, now I gotta get fucking. Oh, I'm out.
So you
of
got all
my
these
weed.
cool titles now that you get for $19.99 a piece.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, Metal Gear Solid 5, Doom, Street Fighter 5, Uncharted 4. Get that.
Yeah, no, that's I was looking at getting it when it was like 25. So
Mhm.
now it's gonna be 20. Like,
Yeah,
well, I'll say
these are all
$5.
$20.
Fuck it.
And Yakuza 0 is a game that
It is a game.
it's a really good game, especially
it
like
is
I think
a
it's one of the
game,
best-
Kev.
I think it's one of the best Yakuzas, and you can go into this not knowing any of the other previous Yakuza games because it's like a prequel.
And also
So,
Ratchet and Clank.
I'd recommend it for $20. I paid.
I
$60
started-
for it.
I started playing Ratchet and Clank this week.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like playing a Pixar game. Like it's like living in a Pixar world. It's so crazy how good this game looks.
Especially on a PS4 Pro. Like it looks
Mhm.
beautiful.
I'm so tempted to go to like my, I only go to GameStop like once every 10 years because why? And trading in my PlayStation and my Xbox One and seeing what I can get for both them, and then getting the Pro or maybe both.
Let's see
1X
here.
or
Do it.
because I want to, like there's just everything they showed off at E3 is just like
You want the best version
I
of it.
want to play all of it.
Yeah.
I want it to look good
Mhm.
with my 4K monitor that I have.
Do it. Do it. Hey, does your 4K monitor support HDR?
Yeah.
You gotta look.
It's
see-
rare if they do. Monitors don't normally.
Oh yeah, that's true, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say, Kev, you have the same monitor as me.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
There you go. No, it doesn't.
Doug, you gotta get that 4K TV. Put it on the card with the HDR. Get it. Put it on the card. I'll go with you. I'll help you. I'll help you put it on the card. You may not be able to do it, but I'll take the card for you and I'll put it. I'll ring
It'll
it
be
to-
your
Oh, I
card.
thought
but-
maybe 8-Bit was gonna be super fucking generous and be like, "Hey, here, we'll help you out, bud."
No,
No. It's your card.
No,
It's your card,
man.
yeah. We'll just help you swipe
well,
it.
what the fuck is the point? Then why am I here? We buy Kev plane tickets and shit all the goddamn time.
Whoa! When was the last time you bought me a plane ticket?
It doesn't fucking matter. Just we do.
Yeah.
Just
I
know,
was
just
gonna
know
say-
that we have.
So
I was like, do I
yeah.
have to show some receipts or something? Am I gonna get reimbursed? Because I haven't paid for.
Yeah, you haven't, Kev, ever.
Yeah, the last fucking when I went down there to fucking
we
Houston,
bought your
Houston.
plane ticket to come down for Texas Frightmare last year.
Ooh, that's good. That part, yeah. Hey, Kev,
Hi.
who bought you a bag of chips?
Yeah. Who
8-Bit.
bought
You're
who bought you a T-shirt from Texas Frightmare? I got a fucking bag, you
You know, it
motherfucker.
was Jer. I was gonna say, you asked for the bag.
I didn't ask for shit.
Shit. Oh my god, that's a picture I got to put on Patreon.
You know what though? My wife uses that bag every day.
Well, there you
Really?
go.
She does. Well, at least during the school year, she takes like her purse and then she has the school bag, and that's her school bag. It's
That's dope.
Texas Frightmare Weekend bag.
Hey, it's gone to use.
Yeah. So
Good. So it looks like Microsoft is going to be working with Razer to bring mice and keyboards to the Xbox One. So it's just going to be a PC now, essentially.
yeah.
I mean, it's already got Windows 10 installed on it, a version of Windows 10. It's already running all the PC games and they're porting them all over to the PC, all the first party games. And now you're adding keyboard and mouse. I mean, why not? I guess.
Yeah.
I guess they already allow it, don't they? You can hook up a mouse and keyboard to it right now, can't you, Kev?
For your Xbox,
Yeah.
I think you can. I haven't tried it. I have no interest in doing it.
Can you test that for us?
Be right back.
Not now. Later. Just test it out. Maybe somebody in the classic says yes you can. Okay. Remember when that was a big deal? When people bitched and moaned and they were like, you can't ever hook up. You can't because it's such an advantage. You can't do that.
There were because of that. I was gonna say not because of technology, because I remember PS2 had a controller with a mouse pad on it, and you use a mouse and like a weird like fucking analog piece, and you would use like a mouse and keyboard kind of deal.
There's some PC games. Get this. That, PC games that have ad tracking software installed. Yay! So,
what a time to be alive.
Reddit discovered that there was Civ 6, Elder Scrolls Online, Kerbal Space Program, Hunt Showdown, and Warhammer all had this tracker called Red Shell installed. And if it was installed, you were exposed to marketing campaigns for the game that you're playing. And if you purchase the game, blah, blah, blah. So I guess they're shutting it down now, though, because it's open to...
because people found out.
Because people found out, yeah.
Yeah, because people found out.
Damn. Well, that was a good 6 years we had, huh?
Yeah. Now they're gonna come out with one called Blue Shell and just it only takes information from the person in first place.
Yeah.
I guess many developers with titles on the list have announced that they're removing it and said that it wasn't spyware, but advertising analytics software. AKA
fucking
spyware.
Yeah, you fucking fancy words don't fool us.
Oh, shit. So there you go. We're going to find out, even though you got us for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Reports have come out that says PUBG has lost half of its player base on Steam since January.
Yeah, it's pretty tough when, as a free-to-play game that is a little more cartoony, that people are really enjoying
that plays way better.
Yeah.
That has way better mechanics and gameplay. Although I love my time in Battlegrounds. I love playing with you guys. It was a ton of fun.
Fuck yeah! And I mean, we still have a lot of
watch those clips.
We still have a lot of friends and stuff that still play. I mean,
Yeah.
like there's, but again, when a lot of people, because to go back to YouTube's like how they show like what people are posting as far as video games. I mean, there was just a huge uptick of Fortnite videos. Like there was it was insane how you just saw a decline in everything, and just an uptick in Fortnite. And it took over the weird X between that and like Minecraft. It was literally just like they went and then bleh, or whatever. Like they just crossed each other.
They did it in a way where it's free to play. You get a full game out of it, and then they just making. I think the numbers like they make 200 million in 60 days on cosmetics.
Fuck,
that's how much Fortnite's pulling in. It's insane.
Guys, can we do something to make 600 million in or 200 million in 60 days? Like,
yeah, I keep telling you, take your shirt off and let's do a calendar.
That's true. Call it the 8-bit Game Boys.
Please, I will do that. Shirts off.
Shirts off, posing with different controllers. We'll give Doug the Wiimote.
We're like, is that to cover my dingle dangle?
We'll give Kev the Game Boy Mini.
And then his big slogan, he'll be like, "We came to play."
We came to play. And came as bold and underlined and italicized. It's just like, we gotta make sure that you read that word with emphasis. I'm okay with doing this idea if every month, it's just Caleb.
Caleb will be on there, but he'll be in the background.
Boys.
He'll be in the background of everybody. We're gonna make a calendar.
No, he should be front and center. We should be the background of everything. Are you kidding me?
Caleb is a good-looking human being.
No, we're gonna make a Caleb calendar, and we're gonna hang it on the wall, and then we're making our calendar, and he'll always be in the background in our.
Okay. That is some Inception type shit.
Yeah, calendar.
Someone installed spyware on that calendar.
Let's see. Red Dead 2 might be coming to
a calendar.
Oh, there we go. TM.
All right, I moved on too fast. Say it again.
So we should call it the calendar. Calendar. It's very hard to say.
I have already pre-ordered it. I don't even know how.
It's my bank account already got charged.
Yep.
Red Dead 2 is possibly coming to the PC, guys. Just to let you know. There's been one of the devs went on to what's that site that everybody uses to get jobs and stuff?
LinkedIn?
Oh,
Something called LinkedIn or something. Well, he said that he's been there for 7 years, and on his resume it says Red Dead 2, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So there's that leak for you.
Yeah, because it shows there's a like a screen grab of it, and it shows Beta Raider for iPhone, LA Noire, PS3, Xbox, and PC, GTA 5, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PC, Red Dead 2, PS4, Xbox One, PC. So
Yeah.
fuck.
I don't think it'll be launched though, because if it would have been launched, then
We would know
would've
about
been
it.
prominent in their marketing.
Yeah, there's a solid chance it'll probably take at least a year.
Yeah, that's what it did for GTA 5. I mean, GTA 5 came out on PS3 and Xbox 360 in 2013. By 2014, it was all over the consoles. And then I think it was like 2015.
Yeah,
it was on PC.
I can't imagine them not doing it, especially just. And I think this goes on to say this as well, just how lucrative GTA 5 has been on the PC market, specifically with the online play, the servers, and all that stuff. Not to mention again all the other shit that people pay for, but just the fact that we're seeing GTA 5 on sale like for the first time on the Steam summer sale this summer, and it's not marked down to like $20. So if you don't already have it, go grab it. But this game has been out since 2011 or whatever, and
it's still always in the top 10 for sales.
Yeah, always up there and at full price, like at full fucking price.
Well, and they just announced another online feature that they're introducing soon, where it's gonna be like a nightclub for GTA Online.
Yep.
And so it's like they're still pumping out content for this.
Like, where people can own a nightclub. Which the thing that made me laugh about that the article was it went on to say like featuring playlists from 4 different artists. I was like, that's it.
This is like coming from Rockstar, where even back in the PS2 era, they were able to get like a 12-disc set for Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Yeah, but you gotta worry about that licensing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even Grand Theft Auto 5, there's like 200 songs in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Right. But you also, back when the second one or third one or whatever the fuck it came out, fourth one, you didn't have to worry about a game living on past a couple years.
Yeah.
Now it's like this game has been fucking around because online for the last goddamn 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Fuck. So back. Well, shit. What was I gonna say next? Oh yeah, Sega is producing Dreamcast and Mega Drive themed candles, and from the looks of it, these look dope. I want one.
Yeah.
But they're allowing fans to, I guess, name the scent.
Oh, that's just a bad idea.
Yeah.
This
is how we end up with Bodie McBoatface.
Yeah, seriously.
Their suggested company didn't say fans actually determine the scent, but this makes Sega's favorite suggestions will receive both candles for free.
I love that some of the fan suggestions are, and the first one is perfect, hot plastic.
For real.
Yeah, if that thing doesn't smell like a fucking Dreamcast did when you turn the Dreamcast on, I don't fucking want it.
So one of them says thrift store smell.
Chili dogs.
I want it to smell like the inside of new product. Oh my God. My wife, whenever I get a new toy, like when I got the Switch, I sat there before I turned it on and just went through the open ports. And I just love that smell of new electronic. There's nothing like it.
And that's how Jer got cancer.
I know a lot of people who do that and who have not gotten. Oh wait, no. All of them.
Oh no. They all got testicular cancer. What?
Shit.
I feel like the candle itself would be like Sega, where it'd be super innovative at first, and then it would just burn out way too quickly.
Oh.
Is that a bad metaphor?
Jokes.
This is coming from a fan. I'm a Sega fanboy. I loved Sega. I had a Dreamcast. I fucking love Shenmue.
I love the Dreamcast so much, man. It was
Dreamcast is
still
so
my favorite.
good.
I've said it a million times on this show. It's my favorite console of all time.
I mean, I can go on a separate podcast and just talk about how much Sega was awesome. Like they were so far ahead of their time. Like not this episode. I mean like its own episode. Talking about how Sega is so far ahead of its time.
88.
Yeah,
Come on,
go 88.
Des.
That's what I was laughing at. Pre-order our new set, Comic-Con.
Ooh.
I didn't know Des Bryant liked some Comic-Con.
I was gonna say pre-order a new scent. Yeah, if you're gonna say that, you'd be like Street Fighter tournament. Oh, it smells like Cheetos and BO.
Anyways, guys, that's the show.
Yeah,
Is it?
we did
Can we
it.
find more stuff to talk about? I miss you guys.
I miss you too. I was gonna say when we're talking about the Red Dead and how PC has really become like it's a huge powerhouse. Look at like they just announced Madden back on PC. It's been gone for so many years.
Yeah.
Like that's how much PC means to the gaming community nowadays. It's like, all right, you got to have almost every fucking game on it. And look at even the sports games now are coming back to it.
Yep.
Which is crazy. But yeah, that's the show. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you did, let us know. We have if you join the Discord, we have an 8-bit feedback page over there, little, and you can let us know what you think of the show, things that you would like to see more of, things that you didn't like. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next week. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Doug.
I'm Kevin.
Until then, lots of love, hugs, and all that bullshit.